Andrews Live, the podcast with your host, Randy Andrews. On this podcast, we're all about the music and the stories. Each episode, Randy takes different music tracks and puts them to the stories and events of our everyday lives. It's like building a soundtrack to your life and then rock out to it. But it's not just about the tunes. We also bring out guests to share their stories, and we'll give you a behind-the-scenes look into the life of a full-time entertainer. From the sold-out shows to the green rooms, we're here to take you on a wild ride. So grab your headphones and get ready to jam. Here's your host, Randy Andrews.
Hey, how's it going? This is RAndrewsLive, Live, the podcast. And first off, I want to welcome everyone out listening across all platforms. And my name is Randy Andrews. I'm a professional entertainer that is specialized as a comedy hypnotist, comedy magician, motivational speaker, and event DJ. So in case you're brand new to the podcast, here is the rundown. I curate the soundtrack to our lives. I found that music plays a huge part in our everyday lives. And with that being said, sometimes we have some fun things that happen that a good song would just kind of kick into. So what we're going to do today is kind of a double whammy. Being the first podcast of 2023, we're going to do our normal Sunday Spotlight, where we showcase an artist and we play out some of their songs, some of their hits. And I picked out a great artist for us to listen to today. Hopefully we discover some deep dives into their music if you're already a fan of this gentleman. And also with that, we're going to throw out a little motivational message because it is a new year and because some of us made those resolutions that we may or may not stick to. We'll let 2023 be the judge of that. But here's what we're going to do today. We're going to focus on the power of a positive mindset and how it can be used to achieve your goals in the new year. So we all have goals that we want to accomplish in this new year. And sometimes it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult to stay motivated, to stay focused. So with that, we're going to throw a positive mindset and hopefully throw a few tips and tricks out there that you guys can pick up and use, maybe some of them, maybe all of them, and achieve those goals, be more focused, and just have a better 2023. With 2022, it was a different year for us, for most of us. So with that being said, we're going to focus on three basic areas, which are going to be the past, the present, and the future. We want to look to the past to see where we came from, what we did, and kind of learn from our mistakes, kind of tweak a little bit, and always improve. Then we're going to focus on the present. We're going to see what is currently going on in our everyday lives and how we can improve those and stay motivated, stay focused. And then, of course, it's our goals. It's our resolutions. We want to look at the future. And with the future comes new beginnings, new hopes, and more goals. So before we jump into all that, though, I do want to let you guys know that we're going to be curating this playlist to the one and only, one of my top favorite artists, the Andy Grammer. That's right. He had a great year this last year when it came to content that he pushed out. He jumped on TikTok like most of us all did. Slide that over real quick and boom, there we go. So Andy Grammer is going to be our artist showcase, our spotlight tonight. And with Andy Grammer, he has a deep catalog. He goes back many years, and I kind of feel for him. This last couple of weeks, his social media, his TikToks, he had a couple of heartfelt ones. Many of us know Twitch. He was a DJ for Ellen DeGeneres. He was on So You Think You Can Dance. He passed away, and Andy Grammer had this very, very, very strong, heartfelt tribute to him. I guess he was a dear friend of his. Also had a video tribute to Keenan Cahill from he was YouTube, TikTok famous. Another little heartfelt tribute to him that Andy and Keenan knew each other. So we're going to throw Andy Grammer out there as our artist spotlight. So first thing we want to look at, jumping back into the motivational message behind this podcast, it's going to be having a positive mindset and looking into the past and helping us achieve our goals and be more focused and more successful. So with the past, we want to have a positive mindset, and it's going to help us overcome obstacles that we may come along the way. So we all face these challenges in our journey towards our goals, whether it's lack of resources, maybe it's unexpected setbacks, or just self-doubt. But with a positive mindset, we can help. It'll be able to help us see these challenges as opportunities and growth to learn. Now, these challenges can be tough to navigate. We all know that, but with a positive mindset, we can approach them as opportunities and learning moments. So, by focusing on the positive aspects of a challenge, we can find creative solutions and we can keep moving forward towards those goals. It's important to remember that it's okay to feel frustrated or overwhelmed. These are normal emotions. But with a positive mindset, we're going to be able to find ways to work through those emotions and continue to make progress. Also, as a little added side note here, positive mindset can help us stay resilient when facing these obstacles. We may not always achieve our goals on the first try, but with a positive attitude, that don't die, never stop attitude, we can keep trying and learn from our mistakes. So by approaching these obstacles with those positive attitudes, we can find creative solutions and keep moving forward towards those goals. So our first song with us, Artist Spotlight, focusing on all of that, overcoming obstacles, looking to the past to kind of learn from our mistakes and help us to overcome those new obstacles that are coming up. Our very first song from Andy Grammer. It's a great song. If you've never heard it before, it is called Sinner by Andy Grammer. And I want to start this episode off with Sinner because it really speaks to me on a personal level. See, this past year, I had lost a great friend, a mentor of mine. He's actually one of the main reasons why I became a full-time entertainer, got into hypnosis initially. I saw him perform years ago when I was in high school. I had the opportunity to network with him, and I had an opportunity to work with him as a mentor and as a partner on stage. So as I look back on 2022 and I listen to this song, Sinner by Andy Grammer, it reminds me of how I was waiting for him to kind of guide me and push me in the right direction. But on a deeper level, I also realized that it was more me holding myself back and not taking the initiative to push myself forward. And I'm sure we can all resonate with that to an extent. But instead of facing and overcoming these challenges that came up and came along my way, I let them hold me back. But moving into this year in 2023, I am determined to tap into my inner drive and motivation. I want to use the resources and advice that I've gathered over the years, as well as the things that I pick up and just observe in my everyday life, to stay focused and to overcome any obstacles that may come my way. I know that my friend, my good mentor, as he's resting there and looking over top of us, I know that he's going to want me to make the most of my potential. And that's what I plan on doing this coming year. So if you are on Spotify checking this out, enjoy the song. If not, click the link. It is going to be in the description below. But here is the number one song on our Spotify. So here is our number one song on our Spotlight Sunday, Andy Grammer, Sinner. For our next song on the Spotlight Showcase, I do want to throw out a song that I'm sure some of us have probably heard before. It is Andy Grammer's Lease on Life. Now, focusing back on the past, this song feels like it's a natural transition as we move on and we reflect from the past, and then we begin to start focusing on the present. So when we take the time and we learn from our past experiences, we can gain new insights and approaches that can help us overcome those obstacles and help us achieve our goals. Now, the lyrics to this song remind us that by using our past experiences and lessons we've learned, we can find a renewed hope. We can take on new challenges. We can tackle those challenges and the motivation to keep us moving forward. So, again, if you're on Spotify, enjoy this track here. It is Andy Grammer, Lease on Life. And again, if you're not on Spotify, don't you worry. I got you covered. Hit those links in the bottom and check it out. We want to jump back in and look into the present. So we move from the past right into the present. And with the present comes another way that a positive mindset can also help us achieve our goals. And that's going to be by staying and helping you stay motivated. See, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and to lose sight of our bigger goals. And we may start to feel overwhelmed or unsure how to progress. But with a positive mindset, we stay focused on those goals and motivated to keep moving forward. So, one way to do this is by focusing on the positive aspects of our goals. What excites you about your goals? What impact do you plan to make? And reminding ourselves that the reasons and reminding ourselves of the reasons behind our goals can help us stay motivated when things get tough. Additionally, it's important to celebrate the progress we make. So we often forget to celebrate, or sometimes we celebrate too hard. Now, it's easy to get caught up in the end results, but it's important to acknowledge the steps that we've taken along the way. And by recognizing that progress, you're going to be able to stay motivated and continue making progress towards your goals. You're going to get excited about it. And finally, surround yourself with a positive support group, people that can help you stay motivated. Having this network of people behind you who believe in you and your goals can give you the encouragement you need to keep going. But by focusing on those positive aspects of your goals and reminding yourself of the progress you've made and leaning on that support system when you need to, you can stay motivated to keep moving forward. So as we move into our Sunday Spotlight with Andy Grammer, we're going to jump in and we are going to focus on the past to the present with our next song. And it is going to be a reminder to embrace your individuality and to stay true to yourself. This is a key factor in staying motivated and achieving your goals. The song is Damn, It Feels Good to Be Me. Boom, just like that. This is honestly one of my favorite songs of his. It speaks to me about the struggle to kind of try to fit into a certain mold. I've always been one of those people who kind of sits outside, looks outside of the box, and takes a creative process to keep going. So with this song, the lyrics, it'll speak to you in a different scratch up. So this song, it's going to speak to the struggle of trying to fit into certain molds and the freedom that it takes and comes with letting go of that pressure by embracing who we are and not letting not let negativity hold us back. We can tap into our own inner drive and motivation to pursue our passions with confidence. So this year, let's celebrate our progress and stay motivated by staying true to ourselves. Here is Andy Grammer, Damn, It Feels Good to Be Me. And our next song here is Grow by Andy Grammer. Another great song. And it's going to encourage us to embrace the journey of self-improvement and to never stop growing and learning. Andy Grammer sings about the importance of staying motivated and not letting excuses like age or boredom hold us back from reaching our goals. He also emphasizes the importance of humility and being able and open to learning and growing. Now, this message is particularly resonant and reminds us that we should never. That sounded really bad. That sounds scripted. So this message is particularly resonant, and it's going to be a reminder to us that we should never stop striving to better ourselves and to achieve our dreams. If you're going to catch the first part of the song here, he's going to make a reference to Michael Jordan at the very top of this track, which is awesome to me because I'm a huge basketball fan. And kind of tagging in with this reference, Michael Jordan, he had this great work ethic. There's tons of stories about him. But there's also another basketball player that I'm going to take a shot at right now and toss out there a little Kobe Bryant. Keep that Mamba mentality going and enjoy Grow by Andy Grammer. And our very last segment here is going to be the future. With the future, uh, one of those, one of the things, and finally, one of the ways that having a positive mindset can help you achieve your goals is by making better decisions. That's right. We are looking towards the future for making better decisions. Obviously, we want to start those in the present, but it's going to carry forward to the future. When we approach decision making with that negative mindset or an anxious mindset, we may be more likely to make decisions that hold us back or lead us astray. Making is an important part to achieve any goal. Whether it's a big decision like making a career change or maybe jumping down a different career path like podcasting, or maybe it's a smaller decision like trying to decide which task takes priority each day or what should I have for lunch. Okay. By So a positive mindset can help us approach decision making with confidence and clarity. When we have a positive outlook, we're more likely to consider all of our options and make choices that align with our goals and values. But on the other hand, when we approach decision making with a negative or anxious mindset, we may be more likely to make choices that hold us back, lead us astray, maybe become a little more impulsive. We may be more likely to make decisions based on fear or insecurity rather than considering what is truly going to help us achieve those goals. So, by cultivating that positive mindset, we can set ourselves up for success by making better, more strategic decisions. It's important to remember that it's okay to make mistakes. It's going to happen. None of us are perfect. And if we were, then that's a flaw in ourselves. That's a decision we're choosing to make. But by approaching decision making with that positive attitude, that positive mindset, we can learn from our mistakes and continue moving forward towards our goals. Looking at our future now and our Andy Grammer Sunday Spotlight, we're going to jump on into a song that I recently actually discovered. I was listening to his catalog, and this song jumped out to me for multiple different reasons. First off, the song is 85 by Andy Grammer, the number 85, just like that. So with this song, it sound a little bit different from most songs that you've probably heard. See, he throws out there in the song 85 a reminder for us to all live in the present, but to also remember the past, which is kind of a great way to look at the future. So the message is clear. Rather than just chasing material wealth, we should be setting ourselves up for a lifetime with happiness and fulfillment. So the song does encourage us to think about the impact of our choices and actions now and how it's going to impact us in the future. So the thing that really stood out with me when this song popped up on the playlist in his deep catalog of music is just the musicality behind it. And you're going to notice that there's a blend of drums and clapping and snapping and some chanting, and then he kicks into some awesome chords. And the lyrics, all of it combined, it's awesome. It's magical. I love it. So 85, it's going to be a powerful reminder for us to focus on what really matters in life. So let's strive for life that brings us happiness and fulfillment. And we can start by making decisions, maybe better decisions, and checking out 85 by Andy Grammer on Spotify. We're going to play it for you. If you're not on Spotify, you're catching this elsewhere, check the links below and it will be there for you. 85 by Andy Grammer. We're at our final Sunday Spotlight song that kind of fits the mold what we're going with here with making better decisions, achieving our goals, staying motivated, and learning from our past and overcoming those obstacles. That final song is Andy Grammer, When Smoke Clears is the song title. If you've never heard this song, you're going to love it. Hopefully, you might not. Everyone's taste in music is just a little bit different, but with this song, it kind of made me think that one way that I need to plan on making better decisions in 2023 is going to be leaning on my support system. And in case you're unaware, it is important to have a good support system, that good core group of individuals that's going to help keep you on the right path and give you solid advice. Maybe not the advice you want to hear. We don't want a bunch of yes men and women in our lives, but it's going to be good, solid advice. Our support systems can help us keep a positive attitude and not let us get down on ourselves. So in this song, Smoke Clears, Andy Grammer hits on that. When you're going through your goals, trying to stay motivated, trying to make those better decisions, you're going to have highs, you're going to have lows. You're going to face some ups and downs. It ebbs and flows. That's life. So as much as I'm going to be leaning on my support system, one other goal that I'm going to hit on, and this song Smoke Clears reminded me of it, is that I need to also be there more for my friends, my families, and anyone that's looking for assistance. Smoke Clears emphasizes the importance of being there for someone, especially in times of crisis, and the reassurance that no matter what will happen, you will always be there by their side. So let's focus on the future, the strength of our relationships, and promote a positive and hopeful outlook on life and the future as we check out Smoke Clears by Andy Grammer. So that's going to start wrapping everything up for us on episode 010123. That's right. We're going to use dates as our episode logs. That way it's easy for you to jump back and think, did I catch RAndrewsLive, the podcast today, or did I miss the date? If you need to, just grab a calendar, maybe a nice little cat calendar with a kitten that says, hang in there, and mark it off if you've checked out our podcast today. I am going to be posting daily. There's going to be clips on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you jump in, subscribe. And lastly, make sure you have that positive attitude, that positive mindset going forward in 2023. It's going to help us all achieve our goals, be more focused, stay motivated, and overcome any obstacles that we may have. And I want to thank everyone for jumping in to RAndrewsLive, the podcast. Set some goals, stay motivated, stay hungry, and as an added bonus, I'm going to throw out some more Andy Grammer tracks for everyone out there. Got a short list right here for you. Enjoy and stay happy. Happy New Year, by the way. And until next time, keep rocking.
This episode of RAndrewsLive, the podcast. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did making it. Thanks for tuning in on this journey through the music and stories. Don't forget to hit subscribe and find us on all social media platforms at RAndrewsLive. From there, you can stay up to date on all the latest episodes. And if you have any comments, questions, or ideas for future episodes, hit us up. We love hearing from our listeners. Until next time, keep on rocking, and we'll see you soon.